viewers, you're watching Gambia24 on Africa.tv. I am your presenter Mariama Cham, but first our headlines. Torrential rainfall leaves communities in deplorable conditions. 26 students produce aggregate 6 in Bagabik. Witness describes Jammeh as unpredictable and erratic. These and more coming on Gambia24. Stay tuned. The Gambia has again witnessed yet another heavy downpour, resulting in flooding in households and rendering roads and streets inaccessible. The last heavy rains in August lasted for almost a week. Now, rains of that magnitude began pouring on Monday afternoon and early Tuesday. As a result, some families have been left homeless as their house collapsed, while others' homes were flooded. Other places like Ibo Town and Sarakunda, two settlements on watercourses, have been seriously affected by the rains. Meanwhile, the community of Sinchubalia is one of the areas affected severely by these latest heavy rains. Dozens of houses, including a Christian cemetery, have been destroyed in the communities of Sinchubalia and Nemasu following heavy rains. As a result, some families have been left homeless as their houses collapsed, while other homes were flooded. Details in this report.
As one of the most affected areas, Sinchubalia's Red Cross Link and youth of the area teamed up to help the disaster victims, some of whom were evacuated to its community health post. Meta Sanyang, a victim of flooding in Sinchubalia, saw her family's house collapse. They have nowhere to sleep as a result.
Water entered all our rooms. My mother-in-law's house fell down and even some parts of our house have collapsed. It rains heavily and everything in our houses, including our clothes, cupboard and drawers, are all destroyed. As we speak, we do not even have anywhere to sleep or stay.
Several houses were partially crumbled, including the house of Malan Tamba, who pleaded for help from the government and philanthropists. He said the heavy downpour left him and others homeless.
We need help because today I don't have where to sleep. The entire house collapsed, even in the backyard. We don't have anywhere to sleep. That's the problem.
Barki Chichor, a resident of Nemasu, said these are the difficulties. She said what they were most scared of during the rainy season is being homeless, and it is now happening. She calls on the government to come to their rescue to save them from further disaster.
We used to be scared whenever the rain is about to start, because we don't know in what form it will come, whether heavy or not. We will not sleep whenever it starts raining, because we will be afraid that the water will enter our houses, and when the water enters your house, you will have no one to assist you.
Residents of Nemasu and Sinchubalia said this year's rain have caused more damage to them than the previous ones. Floods have been a major natural disaster affecting the Gambia over the last decade. Its effects have been a cause for concern because the Gambia has a low capacity to deal with massive flooding. Reporting for Africa TV, I'm Ibrahima Kebi Songo.
Those were victims affected by the heavy downpour. Now, Lamin Gano, a former lieutenant colonel in the Gambian army, has told the Truth Commission that Yahya Jammeh was unpredictable and erratic. Gano also said he considers himself lucky for not being arrested when he resigned from the army. However, Gano told the Truth Commission that the ex-dictator was like an angel to him on a personal basis and never had problems with him, but also confirmed that Jammeh could be devilish. Lamin Gano, a former lieutenant colonel in the army, says he was lucky to escape Jammeh's temperament and erratic behaviors after serving as ADC for years. He took the decision to retire from the army at a time when his friends cautioned him not to do so for fear of him getting arrested by Jammeh. Here is an excerpt.
What kind of action or reaction did you expect he would make? He had all the options. He could have disapproved my resignation and then maybe follow the kind of a witch hunting or trying to arrest or to detain or whatever.
Now that story by Lieutenant Gano will take us to a short commercial break, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Welcome back. A volunteer at the Truth Commission who was collecting blood for Jammeh's HIV treatment has given her testimonies at the Truth Commission. More in this report.
A Red Cross volunteer who collected blood samples from HIV patients for Yahya Jammeh's herbal treatment has told the Third Commission on Tuesday that the treatment program was a sham. Awanda was a blood sample collector from 1996 at the Gambia's main referral hospital in Banjul before joining Yahya Jammeh's AIDS treatment program in 2007. She said HIV patients who were part of the treatment must not be blamed because they were carried away by the ex-president's false claim of curing HIV and AIDS.
Do you think that the treatment was effective?
No, because if it is effective, it will be cured, but none of them cured. Because if it is cured, if you test the antigen antibody again, you will have negative. But I don't see anybody having negative after the treatment.
Several witnesses who took part in the former dictator's HIV and AIDS treatment program, either as doctors, blood sample collectors or patients, have told the Third Commission that the treatment was based on a lie. On Tuesday, Ndao said she was never aware of the death of any patient who she has collected samples from during the course of the program.
Were you aware of any deaths that occurred during the course of the program?
No, I did not, because I don't stay with them. If any deaths occur, if I don't ask, I will not know.
In January 2007, former President Yahya Jammeh created the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program, which introduced a fraudulent HIV cure using boiled banana leaves and other plants. The fraudulent HIV herbal cure was widely advertised on state media through patient testimonials and specially produced broadcasts of Jammeh administering treatment, enticing people living with HIV to join the program. On Monday, a protected witness described Yahya Jammeh's treatment program as false, saying some of those who took the medicine and were said to have been cured eventually died from HIV. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Daisy.
Was a sample collector of former President Jammeh on his HIV treatment. Now, over 23,000 grade 9 students in the Gambia sat to the Gambia Basic Education Certificate Examination GAMBIA 2020. Out of the number of students who did the exams, 26 students out of 15 schools, including private, mission and public, pulled out aggregate 6. Here is an excerpt from Madam Sohna Fun, Director of Planning, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education.
Now the next table is showing us the number of students with aggregate 6 by school and gender. We have a total number of 26 students with aggregate 6 this year. And these are the schools they are coming from. St. Teresa's Upper Basic, 1 male, 4 female. So they have a total of 5 with aggregate 6. Now's Comprehensive Upper Basic, 3 females, a total of 3 students, 3 students, no male. St. Charles Ruanga Upper Basic School, 3 male and no female, a total of 3 students. ABC Upper Basic, 2 males and no female, a total of 2 students. Presentation of Mary Basic Cycle School, they have 1 male and 1 female and a total of 2 students. That's sad to be exact. Who have aggregate 6. Latirkunda Upper Basic, 1 male, 1 female, a total of 2. Redeemers International Upper Basic School, 1 female, total of 1 student. Sukutawanzi Upper Basic School, 1 female, total 1. Star Preparatory Upper Basic School, 1 male, total 1. St. Joseph's Basic Cycle School, 1 female, a total of 1. Yunus Upper Basic School, 1 female, total of 1. Bara Upper Basic School, 1 female, which is a total of 1. Gambia Methodist Academy, 1 female, total 1. Mindao Upper Basic School, 1 male, a total of 1 student. St. Peter's Upper Basic, 1 female, a total of 1. So overall, out of the 26, 16 students are male with aggregate 6, are female with aggregate 6, and 10 male with aggregate 6.
Well, that's all we have for you on today's edition of Gambia24. For more news, visit africa.tv. I was your presenter, Mariama Cham. Stay tuned and have a good night.